Greetings folks, John Campea here for Movie Reviews to Go, and this is my quick review of the new Eddie Murphy, Ben Stiller film, Tower Heist. Now, I'm a huge fan of Ben Stiller. Yes, the guy puts out some absolutely horrible films once in a while, but this is still the same guy who gave us Mystery Men, There's Something About Mary, Zoolander, Tropic Thunder, and a whole bunch of other ones. And so, yeah, he's put out some bad films, but I usually find myself getting pretty excited about the things he's put out. Also, let's be honest, Eddie Murphy has pretty much been a whole lot of terrible for the last 10 years or so. But the film also has guys like classics like Alan Alda, Casey Affleck, who I can't believe he doesn't get more roles considering how good he was in The Assassination of Jesse James and Gone Baby Gone, Matthew Broderick, Academy Award nominee Gabourey Sidibe, Téa Leoni, Michael Cera. Anyway, it's a huge cast. Does Tower Heist work out? Actually, yeah, this is a pretty damn entertaining film. On the good side, number one, the cast. Ben Stiller is always strong in these types of films. Matthew Broderick, Gabourey, Alan Alda, Téa Leoni, they were all terrific in the film. But one of the things that I want to mention in particular, even though he may not have been the strongest guy in the film, Eddie Murphy gives us the best Eddie Murphy we have seen in years. He seems somehow to have found his comedic timing again. He was just on, and when he was on camera, which isn't as much as you might think, but when he was on screen, he was incredibly captivating. He really brought you in and he made you laugh. Like I said, this is the best Eddie Murphy we've seen in years. Also, if you're going to call a film Tower Heist, you better have a pretty good heist, and Tower Heist works as a heist film. One of the best things about heist films is not just the action of the heist actually happening, but is when they show you the planning stages, they show you the plotting and the scheming and all the things that go into that. And on that level, and the heist itself, make Tower Heist a pretty damn good heist film. Also, the movie works as a comedy. This is a funny film. I'm not going to call it the funniest of the year, but it has lots of big laugh out loud moments, a lot of giggles, and even when you're not laughing out loud or giggling, you're smiling. Mostly because of a terrific script and terrific dialogue, but also these characters, this cast that I already talked about, were just really solid. Now, on the bad side of Tower Heist, first thing I should probably start with is a completely pointless love interest. They set up this romance between Ben Stiller and Téa Leoni's character, and I get that the two of them needed to get along because of certain plot points, but there was no need to force feed this unbelievable and unnecessary love interest down our throats. It just absolutely didn't work. Also, there's a great idea for a set of scenes and montages where Eddie Murphy is training all the other guys how to be criminals. It's a great idea, but unfortunately it was executed completely wrong. Instead of having these, 30-second scenes showing us something funny, but also showing us these guys learning something, they just give you a few seconds of each scene just so that they could throw in a quick one-liner gag. And, they were cute, but you just felt like they could have done so much more with them. Also, even though some films are way too drawn out, sometimes films need to be drawn out a little bit. And I feel like Tower Heist was the kind of film that could have benefited from being 5 or 10 minutes longer, giving us a bit of an epilogue to what happens to all these characters after the heist is done. Instead, feels like to me like the movie ended kind of abruptly. Still, overall, Tower Heist is a fun, funny, energetic, and entertaining little film that, while not perfect, is still well worth seeing. Overall, I'm going to give Tower Heist a 7.5 out of 10. For Movie Reviews to Go, I'm John Campea.